What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another show of the morning after, where we get to talk about teams that absolutely suck.
They suck, huh? Sound
Well,
like a
one of them
hater.
at least. Well, no, two of them at least. Well, maybe three of them.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
Maybe
this was
four of them actually.
this is a week where you as the kids like to say it, F around and find out.
Oh, there was some teams that did that.
This was, a big time week, getting into the nitty gritty of conference play, getting a lot of top matchups. Obviously, Carlos and my team were both on the bye this past week, which was nice. Nice to not have the stress. It was nice to kind of see the chaos unfold in front of us, and we both moved up in the rankings, which we'll get to at the end of the episode. But man, Carlos, starting it off, Friday, I was, out and about, little date night, was at Pop Stroke playing a little golf. And I seen this game on the TV and I was like, had to do a double take. I was like, wait, Virginia's hanging with them.
Yeah.
Like that was something that, we both were kind of surprised by. I thought it'd be like close, but more so close in the sense of Virginia kind of covering late or, getting some garbage touchdowns or things like that, not, playing with them and then having the lead for X amount of time. So once I saw that, I was like, okay, Virginia might be a legit team, man. They might be solid, So what kind of were your initial thoughts watching the game?
I mean, my initial thoughts was what happened to this defense that we saw. I mean, they look like a legit, you know, championship defense the first 3 weeks. I mean, granted, they didn't. I mean, with the exception of Bama, the other games weren't really anybody, but still, like, we just saw how Bama looked this past weekend. Different version of Bama, but we still saw how they looked this past weekend and what they're capable of. And to see them, uh, kind of shut Bama down and do what they're supposed to against these smaller teams, which they couldn't even do last year. Um, Going into this, where it was an explosive offense, but I thought the talent was there for them to kind of contain that offense and for them to win the game. And it was the complete
Yeah.
opposite of that. It was just a back and forth game. There was no defense being played. I It gives you a new perspective. Well, not really. It has the same perspective on the ACC. It's kind of wide open now, but Florida State, in my opinion, was the front runner. And now it's just like, okay, I'll be honest with you. I think Clemson's back on the table.
Really? You think
Yeah.
they have a chance?
If
I don't know,
Florida
bro.
State beats Miami, they have everybody's one loss.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, Virginia, they in the mix now.
Yeah, but I'm just
Honestly,
saying, like Clemson
yeah,
was, the preseason favorite to win it, and they just lost
Yeah.
last week, and it's like, oh
very
man,
similar to last year in
Yeah.
a way.
Yeah.
Like they got hot, they ran the table. They had some things fall their way, and people lost. The only thing I would say is, I think that that the ACC is a little better than it was last season, so that might kind of with Clemson. I don't know if that's
is it
gonna.
better or teams worse?
I think it's better, bro. I think top to bottom, it's better. I'll look at it like this. Last year, you only had SMU and let's say Clemson and Miami, right, as like the contenders. This year, you have Clemson, who's regressed, but Miami and Florida State, I think, are way better than any of the teams in the ACC last season. And then you obviously have Georgia Tech, who's kind of emerging, Virginia, who's emerging. Clemson's still Clemson, right? Like they could get hot. SMU, they're kind of whatever. Who else is good right now? Cal, they're 4-1, I think. So like you got some teams that are kind of improving, making some steps, improving, to maybe be a contender. So I mean, even Wake Forest, North Carolina State, like those teams are a lot better as well. So, but no, I mean, my problem was, I just look at Florida State, bro. You won 2 games last season. You can't go into this game this past Friday and just overlook Virginia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying they overlooked them, but more so on the defensive side of things, like their offense played fine. Like the offense isn't the issue, but like you were saying earlier, for their defense to regress the way they did after playing Alabama the way they did, it was just like there was definitely a level of focus that was not there.
Some would say
And
it's a look ahead game.
yeah, no, 100%. And that's another thing. Like we'll get to that this week when we preview the games. But I guarantee you, a lot of people are going to be like, "Oh, Florida State lost to Virginia, like they're going to lose to Miami." Like I don't even like, I'm not picking it right now, but that's not going to be the case. Like me and you both know that they're going to play them tough. It's going to be a competitive game. It's going to be close. And that's just the thing of college football. But I just thought it was interesting. I don't know if Florida State, if they can't show this consistency on defense, I don't know how well they can go. I don't know like how far they can go in the playoffs. Like I don't know how big of a run they can make, because I think the elite teams' defenses are a lot better than that. Like I think all of our, like for example, Oklahoma and Texas, I think both of our defenses travel. Like I don't. There's no way Virginia's scoring 40 points on both of our teams. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna put a pause on playoff talks for Florida State for now, because the ACC is showing what the ACC can do. They're showing that there's only going to be maybe 1 to 2 teams get in. Last year there was 2 teams, just because Clemson won in the ACC championship, and then that was SMU's first loss. But the committee has already shown that they don't want to put more than 1 team in. Like if they have to, they're going to do it. But like if there's other options, other 1-loss teams, other 2-loss teams, they're gonna go with those 2-loss teams. So I feel like in order for you to like make it out of the ACC, you kind of have to win the conference championship. I don't think they're gonna want to put, unless it's like a Miami, maybe Florida State, just because of their names, but more so Miami. I feel like is probably a bigger name. I think they would put those in before they put Florida State. They'll put Miami in before they put Florida State, Clemson, whatever, so on and so forth. So I'm gonna put a pause right now for the Florida State talks. Now, it could change this weekend, but I also feel like Florida State's the type of team to beat Miami, but also lose, and we'll just say like a Georgia Tech. I don't know if they play. I need to look at the schedule, but that's the energy I'm getting from them.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. I don't know if they have the. I'm not even gonna say depth. I just think they don't have like
personnel.
Maybe the coaching. Because like I look at it this way: like elite teams, you're gonna struggle, bro. It's college football, but like elite teams find a way to win the ugly games. They find a way to win tough games. They find a way to win the weird games. You know what I mean? And like this was a game that was on a Friday that you should win. You should have taken care of business. And it's like, look ahead game is Miami. They don't play Georgia Tech. I'm actually looking at the schedule. Like their next tough game will be Pitt, I would say, at home. But then you got, Wake Forest, who looks salty, I guess. And then you go to Clemson, you go to NC State, which might be tough. You go to Florida.
So like Clemson, the Clemson game. If they lose that game, they're done. They already have 1 loss. If they lose that Clemson game, and we'll just say Clemson's unranked,
unless they beat Miami, that's the only way.
Yeah, but even if Clemson is unranked and they lose that game, they're done.
Yeah, it's not looking good. They have to. They gave themselves not much margin for error losing to Virginia. Now Virginia could be very good. They could, they're ranked now. They could, go get on a run, get hot. And obviously, if you're a Florida State fan, like you got to be cheering on Virginia. Like you got to be hoping that they are legit, like actually legit. So it helps you out, in the future in the playoffs. But yeah, man, it was tough. I think they gotta do something about these damn kids storming the field. It was hilarious, bro, because when what's his name, Deuce Robinson bobbled that pass, and they thought he scored, and he like looked at the students, bro, and I was like, the fact that they're like right there, no barrier, and he just like staring at him and shit is like crazy. Because like, what if they just decided to just take off? Like, obviously they might forfeit the game and stuff, but like you just never know. Yeah. What if they just decided to run down that hill? And then Squirrel White, he was the receiver in the end zone. That DB picks it off, and bro, they took off, bro. Like, that was the fastest.
They were out of there.
I was like, damn. Like, and then that, and that loser kid, going up to Thomas and flipping him off. I'm like, come on, bro. Like that. so goofy. You know, I get it. Like Virginia doesn't, they're not a historically great program, but come on now. Like I just thought that was a little extreme. They got to do some kind of barrier or something just to prevent some injuries, because that was a lot of people, bro, all at
Yeah.
once is running on the field.
I
Like
don't even,
even I don't even know. I was surprised the DB didn't get trampled. Like they didn't even have any regard for him. Like I saw
yeah.
him stand up, and you know, hopefully they picked up Squirrel White, but it's like even then, it's like how do you protect these people, you know, from things like that? But on to the next game, you know, another big game on Friday. Friday actually was crazy. There's a game that we won't even cover that wasn't on the list, but I'll talk about it real quick. Houston, Oregon State. You know,
Oh my
Oregon State
God.
almost got their first win of the season. I actually fell asleep on this game because I was struggling, and then I woke up to Houston winning the game, you know, in overtime, and it's tough
They
for
came
Malik
back.
Murphy. Tough for Carlos. Yeah, they came back. It's good that they, you know, for the Big 12 they're able to come back. And hey, man, you know, Oregon State, man, it's just hard right now. They're winless, so maybe they can find a win. They got an easy schedule. I know, you know, that's who I coach in my dynasty. You know, so the schedule's not too bad. But yeah, that was a tough game. Another crazy one on Friday. But on to the real game that we're going to discuss: TCU versus Arizona State. Just some notes that I have from me. I feel like this win makes the Big 12 feel just. I mean, we talk about it all the time, but I really think it makes the Big 12 feel wide open. It also tells me that Tech is like the overwhelming favorite right now to win the conference, just from like a talent standpoint. Like I think their roster, man, is just so much better than these teams. I think the QB play is really good in the Big 12. Like honestly, the Big 12 is competing for probably top QB play in the country, like top to bottom. Like most, they don't have like a truly like elite quarterback, but they have a bunch of good QBs. Like all these guys are really good. There's really no like weak link. Even like Brendan Sorsby's decent. You know, Daniels, Levitt, Hoover, Sawyer Robinson. Like they got a bunch of guys that are solid QBs. But you know, it's a huge win for Kenny Dillingham. Um, it just shows that he's able to still win even tough games, even when he probably doesn't have the team he had last year. And Jordan Tyson is a dude, you know, he's probably wide receiver 1 or 2 coming out this season. But yeah, man, that's kind of just like some initial thoughts that I had. You know, I just thought they played a good complete game. Like it was a good win. You know, it wasn't like
Yeah.
you beat them because you were better offensively or whatnot. You hung on and you know you got it done. So
Yeah. No, I mean, it was a great game. It was, I picked Arizona State to, actually win the game. I didn't think they would, have back to back losses like that, with Mississippi State. Now, granted, Mississippi State looks way better than everybody thought they would look. They just went into overtime with Tennessee and they could have won that game. Um, so, like, that Mississippi State loss isn't looking, too bad, especially if Mississippi State does continue to win. I know they have kind of a toughish schedule. They play A&M this weekend, I believe, at A&M. So, um, if they win that game, that loss is looking really good for them. But the way they lost that game, and going into this game, and the way TCU has looked throughout the season, TCU looked gettable. Both teams look gettable. I just don't see a world where they um, lose at home. I thought they have a good enough team to hang with TCU,
yeah,
especially the way TCU's defense is. It's you can attack it
it's
just throwing
very
the ball.
average.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's what they did, and they came out and won this game. It was a game-winning touchdown, no, by Jordan Tyson.
yeah. 4th and goal.
Yeah.
He had they had targeted him earlier and then he dropped it. Um, but bro, Arizona State schedule. I mean, their next 4, I'd say. You know, they're going to be this contender, right? They already took out 2 dark horses in Baylor and TCU by the same score, 27-24. But they go to Utah, a weekend of Red River. They play them. That's the late game at 9:15. and then they got Tech the following weekend, then they got Houston, then they go to Iowa State. So the next 4 weeks are really going to be huge. You know, I think a lot of people in the offseason were looking at the Tech game to get them at home as being like probably the determining factor, or this is the first meeting of two. Maybe they play again in the Big 12 championship, but you know, Utah's going to have something to say. I know they lost to Tech, but they looked really good this past week, beating West Virginia, you know, and they took care of business against them. So they're not going to be going away anytime soon. And I know they're going to be wanting to get their get back against Tech as well. So yeah, like I said, the Big 12 looks wide open. I don't really think like outside of what BYU, Iowa State, like, is there any other contenders really? Like those are probably the other contenders. You know, Iowa State is kind of hanging around. Like I think a lot of people aren't talking about them, but what
They
they
look
did
good this past week. Yeah, they look good.
what they did
They
this,
look
what they did.
They look like what they're supposed to look like. Yes,
that's how we expected it to. And then, you know, they got you know, Iowa, that win against Iowa, that's a good win. You know, Iowa's going to be a solid team. I mean, they're going to anyone Iowa plays.
Overtime.
Yeah, they almost took care. Yeah, they almost took care of Indiana, a ranked team. You know, top 10 team. So, you know, that Big 12's looking kind of open, but you know, I'm excited to see, you know, kind of what comes out of this race. Like, is the Big 12 going to have enough teams to get 2 in? You know, or like, we'll see.
I don't know, man.
They're going to be honestly, they're playing. They would probably need Arizona State to beat Tech. And then they play again, and then Tech beats them in the thing, and they both have 1 loss. I feel like that's the only shot at getting maybe 2 in from the conference. If Tech avenged their loss in the championship game, and you don't penalize Arizona State because they beat them in the regular season.
I don't know. I feel like this year is going to be the year that they probably do have more in, because you know, you got Utah, you got Tech, you have BYU. BYU, did barely win against Colorado, but they're undefeated right now.
Yeah.
I think that Utah's game is probably going to be the determining factor. It's probably going to be an elimination game for both teams. I think right now Utah still has a chance to get in, but if they do, if they do lose to BYU, just say that. I don't think that they're.
Yeah, because I don't even think they'll play in the championship if they do that. I mean, BYU, they got Utah, Iowa State, and Tech and TCU 4 weekends in a row.
Yeah.
So it could get
defense is good enough. It's just the passing game isn't good enough. You know.
Yeah.
They'd like to run the ball.
I'd probably lean all the teams that they play, and I'd probably like coin flip that with TCU, and then, you know, they got them at home. So like those 4 right there, they're probably going to be underdogs in all those games.
Yeah,
maybe not the TCU game, but it's going to be a super tight line, I would assume. So like, yeah, man, it's going to be awesome. Like, this is why we talk about the Big 12 all the time being the league with the most parity, just because you can't really predict what's going to happen. Like, anybody can win, anybody can beat anybody. It's super entertaining. But on to a unfortunate game. You know, Sam Pittman got fired. Tough for him, man. You know, it was kind of, you know, we kind of saw it coming. I wish they would have honestly just did it last season, you know, but they gave him another chance this year. The sad part is too, they have a great quarterback. They have a decent offense. They have enough firepower to hang in games. But what Notre Dame did to them, bro, and how bad the defense looked, like, it wasn't the fact they lost. Like, if they lose this game and it was competitive, I guarantee you Sam Pittman's still there this week.
Oh, absolutely. What was it, like 55-3 or something?
They lost Notre Dame football. I had looked at the score, and I was like, they lost 56-13.
Jesus.
CJ Carr, bro, had 354 yards, 4 touchdowns. Jadarian Price had 4 total touchdowns. He had 86 on the ground, 1 touchdown, and then he had not Jadarian Price, Love. Love had 2 touchdowns on the ground, and then he had 2 receiving on the ground. He has 70 on the through the air, and 60 on the ground. So like, they got whooped, bro. Like, point blank period. It was this abysmal defense. Like, I'm talking about guys were just like walk-in touchdowns, not even being touched. And what does this look like for Arkansas? Like, I feel like every week we've had a firing now. The last couple of weeks, like there's been at like not even at like trash schools, like Power 4 schools. Like,
Yeah.
there's been 4 Power 4. There's been a firing in each conference this year.
Yeah.
Now in each Power 4 conference, SEC, Big Ten, like, which is kind of wild. And I think Sam Pittman will get another job. He's one of the best offensive line developers in the country. Like, I think he can get a O-line job or analyst job somewhere. He just got paid a buyout. I'm sure he'll be looking to get back in coaching very soon. Probably something easier like that, to where it's not as much pressure. You can kind of get back in the game and kind of recoup some things and whatnot. But yeah, bro, I don't know what's going to happen in Arkansas. Like, they have all these resources. They have all these people close to the program. They have Tyson. They have Walmart. They have your boy Jerry Jones. Yes, sir. They got all these people that have ties to the school, but it's like they got to actually lean into that route. Like, are they even leaning into that route? Like, look at what Tech is doing now. Like, they're paying money, and now they're a contender. Like, Arkansas clearly has the resources. So, and you're in the SEC. So it's not like it's going to be hard to get talent if you're in the conference and you're paying players. So I feel like they got to do that, but maybe it depends on the coach. Like, maybe you got to hire a coach that is like people want to get behind too. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I just don't know how pretty that job looks. It's a tough one. They've never been like a great team, and they have like great rivalries, and then they're playing
resources,
and they're playing the SEC. So it's like,
I'd probably say that's the best job out of the 4 right now.
It's the best job because it's in the SEC, but it's also, I feel like, the worst because you're not going to win.
Maybe the NIL has changed things. Maybe that
for
opens
sure,
it up.
But I still don't think they're in a position where, no matter what NIL comes through there, I can't see them beating Georgia. I can't see them ever beating Bama. I can't see them I can't see them beating these top elite teams. Like, you're gonna sit here and tell me that if they get all this NIL money, they're gonna beat Oklahoma? Sure, I mean, it's possible.
With the roster,
anything's possible. Yeah. But Tech just did it. You're telling me that Tech's gonna beat Oklahoma this year?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. I mean,
I don't think so either.
Even with NIL, I still don't think they have.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, NIL,
you gotta accumulate
NIL
that.
Helps.
Yeah, you gotta accumulate that.
I don't think it helps enough. Like, you still, like, yes, you can get the athletes, but the coaches still got to develop.
Mm-hmm.
And the athletes have to be coachable athletes.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a lot that goes into like just getting the athlete. Like, are you going to get the athlete just because he wants to come to make money? Or are you going to go the athlete that like actually wants to go there and play there? I think that's a big thing when you have schools like Oklahoma, Texas, Bama, Ohio State, Georgia. It's easy for them to buy in to like go play there because like they're prestigious schools, so they actually want to go there.
Well, I already know. I feel like who they're going to hire. I think probably get John Summerall out of Tulane. I think he is going to be an SEC coach this year, but it depends on what other job openings open in Florida. You got Florida. Yeah, I mean Summerall's better than him. I would say he's more of the hot commodity. I think he has SEC ties, which is it's good for the region, good for recruiting. The thing is, I don't know if. I mean, it's getting interesting, bro.
Stayed up.
Yeah, it's getting interesting. Like, they're talking about Hugh Freeze getting fired from Auburn, but I'm also like, I don't think you can fire him. And the reason I say that, which I'll wait on this point actually, because we're going to talk about them. So I'll talk about that in a little bit. But, anyways, yeah, I don't know. Like, Arkansas, they got to figure it out. They got to figure it out, man. I would like to see them be like just competitive, like it's cool to see Mississippi State, we'll get to soon. It's cool to see these teams being competitive. But going into the next game, USC, they go to Champaign, Illinois, and they get beat, man. Straight up, they just got beat. Offense played great, like a Lincoln Riley team, like we're used to. Gonna put up numbers. Jaden Maava is good. Makai Lemon is a dude. He looks like a bona fide elite receiver that'll be playing on Sundays. And the offense looked good. I mean, they ran the ball well. They ran for almost 200 yards. Threw the ball well. They really got lucky. This game should have been a lot more lopsided. They had 2 turnovers in the red zone where they forced fumbles on Illinois. So Illinois really should have beat them by multiple scores. But I don't really know what else to say besides shout out to Illinois, shout out to Bert Bielema. It is super hard to get a win like this after you get drugged the week you did before, and it puts them firmly right back in the playoff race and firmly right back in the Big Ten race. I mean, you win this game, you continue to win because, like we said, their schedule is relatively easy. So you take care of business. I mean, you're right back in the hunt, right? You get a ranked win, bounce back, but it's really an issue for USC, man. It's not like they don't have the talent. They have a loaded roster. They have the talent. How many years can they continue to get beat up in the front 7 and not field a comparable defense when your offense is going to be good year in and year out? And that's what us Oklahoma fans were trying to tell you, USC fans. What Lincoln Riley does is he's going to put up points. He's going to give you false hope. You're going to think you have an elite team. And then when it's time to play good teams.
I feel like this year is a little bit different, though, because their defense is improved. Their defense is improved from Oklahoma. Yeah, it's just not what they need, obviously, but it's improving. So it's like,
but it's gonna lose them games, man. They can't
for sure.
You can't be doing what his offenses are doing and still losing. It happens. It's been happening. I'm just saying, what is it, year 4 for him? Brent Venables, both in year. So I look at it like this. At least for Oklahoma, if you were to compare when the coaches left in their situations, for Brent, Oklahoma's defense was atrocious, horrible, one of the worst in the country. Now it is considered this year to be one of the, if not one of the best in college football. Lincoln Riley hasn't really done anything at USC as in improving what he they got better. They went a Heisman with Caleb. But besides that, I mean, you would think in this year, they have the offense. Or I wasn't have the offense, but you would think in this year that they're going to be, and it's early. They only have 1 loss, so we'll see. But you would think this year they would be a perennial Big Ten contender. I mean, it's early for Oklahoma, but we are a contender right now as of today in the SEC and in the playoffs. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he can't get it right. I feel like just go hire the best person, bro. You're at USC.
Yeah.
Just be hands off.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I just don't know who. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of hard to take that job too. There's just so much there's so much that comes with it, and then it's not it's not the same USC as it was back when we were kids. Hasn't been that way for a while. So it's if USC is good, is that place really going to be jumping, or is it just going to be how it is and not even fill up the stadium now still?
Yeah,
I think it's going to be that it won't be jumping still. Even if they're good and they're competing, I don't think the stadium will be jumping. They had must-see TV with Caleb Williams, and it still wasn't full. So what makes you think that if they have a good team that the stadium's going to fill up? So it's I don't know. I feel like, obviously for a coordinator it's different because you're not the head coach, and if you have success there, especially in the Big Ten, you're probably going to get picked up. But you also have to think about all the other things as well. I don't know. He's recruiting well. Especially in the state of California, which they weren't even doing before he got there. So I don't know. Obviously he has to pick better coordinators, but it's improving. So what can you say? He's improved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was listening to some pods today, and they were just saying, would Lincoln Riley be better as a NFL head coach? And the reason they said this is because in the NFL, a lot of your responsibilities you don't have to really worry about too much. The rosters are going to be the rosters. You can kind of replicate success a lot easier in the NFL once you get successful. He can call plays with the best of them. We know he can scheme people open. He's going to have better personnel, and you're going to also have better coaching around you that will actually hone in on their job, take care of their defense, things like that. And it's a match. NFL is so week to week too, a matchup. So I was like, that is a good point, because I could see him being more successful in the NFL than in college. And he's obviously tremendously good in college. And they even brought it up with his quarterback development. All the guys he's recruited, all the guys he's coached are literally all starting in the NFL, and not just starting, playing well. Like even Spencer Rattler right now, who's on one of the worst rosters in the NFL, is playing great football for the most part for the Saints for what he has. And, I was like, like, they could be on to something. I don't know. We'll see, though.
That's a hard transition in a college to NFL.
Well, I always thought he would be an NFL guy at some point. I'm actually surprised.
Maybe offensive coordinator, but a coach? I don't think so.
I mean, hey, look,
it's hard. NFL's hard, man.
Cliff went straight to the NFL.
And then what happened?
He won a playoff game.
And where's he at now?
OCing for the Commanders.
Okay. It's not easy to be an NFL coach. I feel like if it was, Nick Saban would have stayed too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough, man.
I think as an OC, 100%. But as a head coach, I think even as a head coach in college, I mean, obviously he's proven that to be correct, but I think he's a better OC in college than he is a head coach.
This is more. I mean, it's like I said, just go hire somebody that can do it. And I think it's the practice, and I think it's attention to detail, and the film, and the fundamentals, and all the little things. I think because there's no, like, when you look at USC talent, like, okay, at Oklahoma, he was definitely neglecting the defense. Like, the recruiting on the defensive level was not where it needed to be for a school like Oklahoma to compete and contend for championships. However, at USC, they are getting 5 stars. They are getting, elite blue chippers, top 100 guys on defense. So there's no reason this talent shouldn't be playing well there. It has to be the things I just said, like the coaching, the fundamentals, even the practicing. I could see Lincoln Riley being one of those guys, where he wants the offense to look amazing in practice, wants them to, move the ball up and down the field, not have
your
any
team
stops.
Looks better if the offense looks good.
Yeah, and I feel like that's that might be a case of what's hurting them. Maybe they, it's very soft. Maybe they're not tackling as much. Maybe all the things, because they just look misaligned a lot of the times. They just don't tackle well. That's kind of why they're struggling. But yeah, we'll see what they do. We'll see what they look like the next couple of weeks. They got to improve the defense if they want to have any chance of the playoff. Because I mean, I was kind of high on USC this year, and that loss, like, yeah, you lose by off a game winner, but they should have lost by more. And I gotta give their defense credit. They forced 2 turnovers. That counts, but you can't rely on that. So yeah, we'll see. On to the next game. LSU, Ole Miss. Carlos, what were your thoughts on this? Because I know you had said in the group chat a hot take, about Chambliss, so kind of what were your thoughts, man, watching this one?
He might be the best quarterback in the SEC, man. I mean, there's no other way to put it. He's added like 400 yards every game. Like, well, I don't like. Sure, people have played better teams or whatnot, but this dude's being consistent, whether that's running the ball or throwing the ball, and he hasn't turned the ball over much, if he has at all. I think he's throwing a pick or two, but
that's that Lane Kiffin system, bro. I've been trying to tell you.
I mean, yes and no. Like,
I'm telling you, he's 5th in QBR right now.
He just has a different swagger to him. Like he looks like an elite quarterback, like a guy who should have been at, what'd you say?
He went to Ferris State.
Ferris
They're good.
State.
They're good though. They're good.
I
They're
know,
like
but
a
like
they're like a top tier D2.
yeah, but like
Yeah.
he looks like a guy that shouldn't be in D2 is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like he looks like a guy who should be in the SEC playing football, and he's competing with the best of them.
Well, this is what's crazy is I love the portal now because there's always been guys like this that can play at the level and perform. I'm not saying everyone can, but you know, it's interesting now. You don't even have, you know, a lot of people's like, oh, you go from D2 to like our group of 5 or D2 to FCS. Like you're having elite players from the D2 FCS level, even the D3 level, getting cherry picked and going to top 25, top 30, top 40 programs and balling out. So like that's super cool to see, you know, like Shameless is a dude, man. He
Where he's 1,000 yards of 5 touchdowns and 1 pick.
Yeah, I know. QBR of 3. He's only started 3 games.
Like, bro.
You know, so Lane Kiffin, man, he got that thing rolling, bro. And we'll see kind of how it looks. But this goes over to LSU. Bro, God, what is going on with them? The defense is great.
Well,
their offense is a liability.
It's the same same speculation as Arch, but I think this one's actually true because, you know, we knew it before the season. But I think
he does look hurt. He definitely looks hurt, bro. He looks hurt, and he's not playing the way he was last year. And he's trying to play hero ball this year, but he's not able to do it because he looks hurt.
But
like last year he was throwing like that too. But
before the season started, he was hurt in the knee. Now his shoulder seems hurt. Like he can't. The throws, I don't know. There's the throws he made last year compared to this year.
Probably because he can't plan on that knee. He probably can't.
That could be it. Yeah.
Any velocity, you know, on the football and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, it's not even that. They can't even run the ball either. And what pissed me off about watching that game, I'm like, everyone that Ole Miss has played has been able to run the ball at will. Run it more. Like if it like you gotta sometimes you just gotta force your way. Like, bro, just get downhill. Run it, you know,
Katie
3
got hurt,
plays
right?
in a row. Yeah, Kaden didn't even play this game. He didn't even start. They played some other running back, number 8 or number 0. But yeah, man, the defense played well enough to keep you in the game. They made plays.
Which is crazy to say because the quarterback alone had 400 yards.
Yeah, and like they got turnovers, they got key stops. They're on the field a lot too. I think I said in 54 yards or chips and slips that you would probably need 24 to win this game. And look, Ole Miss got to 24. You know, like I said, they'd probably score 24. So, you know, LSU, man, and I commend Ole Miss too. Their defense definitely stepped up this game. They played a lot better than I thought they were going to.
It just sucks because it's hard to say, man. Like LSU's offense is so bad because I want to see LSU's defense like get tested. I mean, we saw it against Arkansas, but sometimes games are just a shootout. That's just how it is, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been plenty of times of our game, you know, we have great defenses, but the game is, you know, scoring at will. It's like, where the hell's the defense? We're supposed to have these elite defenses, but it's just sometimes how it is. So that Arkansas game could be like that. But like they played Tulane. Tulane was, you know, a great group of 5 school, but they shut them out. And then they played LSU, and he shut them out. But it's like LSU's offense isn't doing anything. So like, is that a great shutout, or is your
Texas
defense actually that good?
Yeah, they remind me of y'all a little bit. I would say like y'all's defense is better, but like similar teams. Like defense is really good, offenses should be good. They have the pieces to be good, and they're struggling for some reason.
Y'all play them?
LSU?
Yeah, no, Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Y'all play Ole Miss?
We got both at home.
Shit, give me that Trinidad 400 going, baby. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not concerned,
Trinidad
bro.
400.
I'm not concerned. Last year we'll get to this. But last year we were whooping their ass at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, it's this year.
This year I'm telling you, 12.
They ain't at Trinidad. He got nothing to lose. He got everything to win.
They had our first round QB last year, bro, and we almost beat them with we'll get to JA. So um speaking of which, we're gonna go over to that game. A&M Auburn. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Honestly, this game should have been a lot worse than it was. It actually was close, so I don't know if that's a good thing for A&M or a bad thing,
That's
because they really
definitely a
should have won
bad
by
thing.
they really should have won by more.
That's why I said. I mean, like I said, I know I was contradicting myself, but I'm not sold on A&M because they don't look good offensively. I think if Marcel Reed can throw the ball downfield 20 plus yards accurately, I think that they can compete with everybody. But like I feel like that's such a big thing for them that like that just doesn't he just can't do it consistently.
Yeah.
I feel like that helps. So like you kind of already like obviously you're always gonna be prepared for the deep ball, but you know what you have to stop, like you know the run game and short to mid passes. But even then, it's like their offensive line, you know, struggles as well. I don't know. I mean, like I said, Auburn's defense looks completely different from that Baylor game. You know, they keep their teams in the game. Like with the Oklahoma, I mean, look, y'all have a personnel that can run up the score, but like they kept y'all to what 13 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So they kept A&M to 13 as well.
No, we scored 24.
24.
Yeah.
And then they kept A&M to like 13. So it's like they can hold their own. They just gotta like the offense. All right. I don't think Hugh Freeze is he is to an extent. Hugh Freeze isn't the problem, but he is because he's hiring the coaches. That offensive line is almost made me say that for it. That offensive line is atrocious. It is horrid. They can't block anything.
It's crazy. They're supposed to be good too.
They have 5 games in the season. They have like 15 false starts.
Yeah, they can't hold their water. They can't block. They've given up 17 sacks in 2 games. So 3 for 26 on third down.
I get that you want to move off JA. I get it, but like at the same time I don't, because it's like I want to say 3/4 of the time he doesn't have time. But when he does have time, that is his fault. He doesn't, do what he's supposed to do.
Football.
But like that other 3/4 of the time, bro, it's like, bro, he has to run the ball. Like he can't even. He has no time to even go through the progression if he wanted to.
I think they only ran the ball 8 times, like traditional run plays.
Because they can't.
No, but they can though. Like
against good defenses, they cannot run the ball.
But A&M gives up a lot on the ground.
100%.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta commit to it though.
Yeah, but when you're so behind in the game, the whole game they were behind though. So like,
yeah, but it wasn't by much. It was by like 1 possession or 2 possessions. You can still run the ball. Like you gotta abandon it yet. Pop a big run, or you can create some things, loosen that defense, or you can make that defense come down.
You got a big run, but it's like then what? Then we come a pass play, and then what? You're banking on him throwing the ball, and you're banking on the offensive line protecting him. Those are
well, but the thing is, when he has time, bro, that fool does not throw the ball, and that's been the issue.
And I don't know why. Like I don't know how you come out of high school and you're this so-called gunslinger and you can throw the ball 100 yards and then you can rip it and you have this great arm, and then you get to college and it's like you just hold on to the ball.
8 carries.
You just hold on to the ball. Like what? I don't. What? Where's the? Like there's yips. I understand yips, but like this isn't yips. This is so. I don't know what this is. I don't think this is even near on head. Like how do you not just throw the ball? Like what are you scared of?
It's also funny because like we laid the blueprint down, I guess, how to stop them, and Auburn did the same, or A&M did the same thing. Auburn did the same thing. They took shots when they had them 1-on-1. Corners made better plays. They're probably more prepared for how they're going to play it, or we're going to play them or whatever. But bro, you got Cam Coleman, you got Singleton, you got these guys are both going to be NFL starting receivers.
Oh, there's a 2 minute. I'm sorry to cut you off. I guarantee you, at this moment in time, probably this minute, this second, at 7:30 p.m. on a Monday at 9:25, there is tampering going on with Cam Coleman. I guarantee
100%.
you, there is teams
100%.
hitting his line right now.
100%. 100%.
He's gonna be on. He's probably gonna be at Bama next year. I mean, he's from there, so like, why not go there?
Yeah. I
They're
wouldn't be
gonna lose
surprised,
Bernard,
bro.
I'm pretty sure.
I could even
Why
see
not
him
go
going to
there?
Ole Miss. Wasn't he committed to Ole Miss at one point? I could see him going there, bro. Like, I could see him staying in the SEC. Shit, Ohio State. Shit, they call you, man. They might, they'd be cheating. But
I mean, exactly. So they're probably hitting. Hey, bro, hey, it's next year. Hey, we got you. You and Draymond Smith. They're not gonna stop you. I promise.
Nah, for real. No, but the thing is, I hope they. Well, the problem is what I was saying earlier. They cannot fire Hugh Freeze, I think, because they spent so much money on this roster. His buyout is already crazy. There'd be financial malpractice to fire him and to get rid of the roster, because you're also, not only is it the roster, you just brought in Deuce Knight. Deuce Knight's supposed to be this all-world 5-star quarterback. Maybe he gets maybe he gets a chance this year. I don't know.
I don't think him going in is gonna help.
No, I don't think they should play him. You gotta. Just play Jackson, bro. Like you're 3-2. Look, you're 3-2. You lost to 2 ranked teams on the road, 2 teams that are in the top 10. Look, I think they get a bye this week. They play Georgia next or what?
Auburn. Auburn plays. Yeah, I believe Georgia next.
Look, maybe you come up with a game plan. Maybe you play him a little bit. Maybe you get Deuce Knight in the game. But you don't want to start this fool against Georgia. I'm sorry. Like, you just don't. Especially them coming off a loss. Nah, bro. Nah, don't do that. Do not do that. Do not do that.
Bro, they play somebody else at home. Oh, they play
yeah, their schedule's kind of crazy.
No, but I was talking to a homie at work.
Oh, yeah, you talking about Georgia?
Yeah, I was like, bro, well, there goes Texas' chances at Georgia. Us beating Georgia at their home. Like, they never lose. And now they lost to Bama. I was like, they're just going to go on another streak. Like, Bama ruined that for us. And then I was like, wait.
They'll be Ole Miss, bro.
I know, but they got Ole Miss at home. Just imagine if they lost to Ole Miss. We're for sure not winning that game.
No, I know.
Hey, man, I'm high on Trinidad, man. They can win that game with Trinidad back there, man.
Yeah,
Trinidad 400.
I mean, they lost to them last year, but that
exactly.
They'll beat them this year.
Georgia
will be fine.
I mean, Austin Simmons just got this man drafted.
I mean, Georgia should have won this game, to be honest, which we'll get to. But
yeah, I don't think you fire him. This year, next year, I think you fire him if he doesn't kind of clean house a little bit. He's got to get a better offensive line coach.
Yeah, and his DC is solid, actually. Like, they're
keeping people in games. It's clearly showing.
They actually got a decent defense, which is crazy because we were shitting on it.
Yeah,
against earlier in the year. They've actually improved a lot. Their defense is good, good enough. So, yeah, they got to figure something out. They got to shoot. It looks like Auburn be spending money. Go get some linemen. Go on the portal and go get some linemen. Do something, because you have really good offensive skill players. You have good quarterbacks. Jackson, we'll see if he's there next year or if he can if he can turn up this season. We know he's going to obviously probably stay for his senior year in college, but you got him, you got Deuce Knight, who's another 5-star behind him. So it's not like you don't have quarterback talent. Now, however, will Jackson get out of his own way? Like, he's got eventually he's gonna I don't know what it is. Like, he has to just do it,
bro.
Or maybe he's not talented enough to be.
He's talented. He is talented enough because when he throws the ball,
maybe he's not good enough. Yeah, maybe he's he's a Big 12 quarterback. Maybe he's a Big 12 quarterback. Maybe he's a middle of the road Big 10 quarterback, like a Rutgers type level.
I don't even think that, because even when they did play the bad teams, he still wasn't throwing the ball. He was still holding on to the ball.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. You can't.
But when he throws, it's great. So
you might have to make them move the tight end, bro. He's
a good athlete. Why not just keep going? Yeah, it might be a Tim Tebow, man. I mean, hey, if he can catch, I might have to make a business decision if I'm Hugh Freeze. Maybe this season.
Not for real. Not for real. Hopefully he figures it out, man. I want him to have success, I hate seeing it.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's see this real quick. Oh, he ain't no tight end, bro. 6'1", 219. That boy getting bullied.
Hey man, Jared Kinnick probably that side.
I'm hugging him, bully.
Um, but Ohio State versus Washington. This game was on during a lot of games, so it was kind of hard to keep tabs. It was kind of boring, for the most part. But Washington, I want to shout out to them, man. Defense played really well. They played well enough. They're Washington. They have great. They have a good quarterback, a good running back, and a good wide receiver. I think they're going to be dangerous in the Big Ten. I think they're going to beat a lot of teams. I think they could be a contender for the playoff. I don't know who else they play. I don't know what their schedule's looking like. I know they got to play Oregon, so that'll be tough. But I feel like Washington's like a year away. I feel like that's kind of what I got from this game is like they're going to be good this year.
Yeah.
Like 8-4, 9-3. I think they're a year away from really being like a true contender.
I could see that because I think they're good. I just don't think they're playoff good. I think anybody in the playoffs, with the exception of a group of 5 team, or even the lower ranked teams, I think would beat them. In my opinion. We'll just say
the top 12.
Yeah,
for the most part. Yeah.
The only team that will give them a run for their money is Penn State.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, it's actually Hey man, Penn State, man. We'll get to them here shortly, but yeah, man. The only thing I really want to say about Ohio State is I don't know if they're holding Julian Sayin back or they're not. They don't trust him yet. I mean, I know it was his first start on the road, so maybe they were kind of just trying to. You got an elite defense, so we don't really got to put him in danger of losing the game. Maybe that's kind of what they were doing. But they got too many personnel. They got too much personnel for their offense to look kind of as flat as it's been looking. So we'll see kind of what that looks like. I think.
Do you think it's them holding them back, or do you think it's a first-year offensive coordinator?
I think it's a mixture of both. I think Hartline needs to figure out what exactly he likes to do. He obviously played wide receiver. You obviously got the wide receivers, but you got to kind of figure out what you want to do play calling wise, what your strengths are as an offense. And then also to Julian Sayin, I think he's going to be good, but he doesn't have a lot of starts. That was his first on the road. So and then I guess it's honestly, they're turning into a defensive team. Like Ryan Day, is like, look, we have a really good offense. Like, let's just lean into that. Like our offense can win games, and we obviously have enough firepower to beat good teams. I mean, even against Texas, like y'all's defense is great, but they have enough firepower to where they just completed that one deep ball, and that was kind of the game. Because both defenses were keeping the teams in the game. So, yeah, man. Not too much else for me to say about that game. It was a loss. Washington. They're fine. Like. They're okay. No one expected them to win this game, but I took away that they're gonna be hard to play against. They played Ohio State pretty tough for the most part. I know the score didn't look like it, but if you watch the game, they're playing them pretty tough. So
I mean, it's literally just talent difference.
Yeah, talent difference and experience and all that stuff. But Tennessee, Mississippi State, man. Ooh. Hey, Jeff Levy. He got that team rolling, bro. He got them. They're gonna be tough. They're gonna be a tough out. I mean,
hey man, I've been saying stuff about Mississippi State. Don't look up at scoreboard. Hey,
man, here we go.
Hey, Jeff Levy, man.
That's where Jay should have went for real. Actually,
should have kept him, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's really where Jay should have went.
Jeff Levy.
I know he was looking at. No.
Hey, man. That man's out here doing things. Should be ranked.
Hey, I will say this: they better be careful, bro.
Because
if he keeps this up, he will get poached, 100%.
Levy?
Yes.
I don't know.
By a big time job, absolutely.
He
clearly can get the offense rolling.
I feel
bro,
like
yes.
Why
would he not?
I feel like that's their coach.
I don't know if they're gonna. Maybe they keep. Maybe.
I feel like that's their coach.
Well, I mean, we'll see. One quick thing I want to say. If you go on the road to A&M,
they have a tough schedule. Look at it.
I think I'm looking at it right now. I think they can beat them, but
they can.
They can eat. It's gonna be tough, man. I'm glad they started off as hot as they did, because really the only game that they're gonna be favored in, I think they'll be Missouri. I think Missouri is severely overrated, but I think A&M at Florida, which is tough to play there, but we'll see where Florida's at by then. Versus Texas, get them at home. At Arkansas versus Georgia, get them at home. At Missouri versus Ole Miss, you get them at home. So I mean, they got Tennessee
they get them at home.
They almost,
but hey, that's a tough.
it's definitely tough. At least you get them at home.
The easiest two
games.
All
the hard ones.
Hold on. Not the easiest two games. I guess we could say the easiest two games. The closest games are going to be Texas and Florida and Arkansas.
And Missouri. They're not that good.
But they go to, I was talking about the home games.
Oh, okay. Got you. Like, you talking about location?
No, like Ole Miss being home.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Mississippi State being at home. Yeah. Because they play Texas at home, and you said Ole Miss at home, and Arkansas at home, and Florida at home?
No, they go to Florida.
Okay. So, no.
They got two. They go to College Station and Florida back-to-back. Then they got Texas at home.
Yeah, I don't think Georgia's going to, you know what I'm saying?
You don't think Georgia's gonna beat them?
No, Georgia's gonna mop the floor with them, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that shit gonna be bad.
Yeah, no cap. That's what I'm saying. But like, obviously, the way Texas is looking, just as of now, that's gonna be a close competitive game. The way it looks, Florida's. I mean, they'll go to Florida. They play Florida, but Ole Miss, I mean, hey, Ole Miss is known to lose these type of games, so it's possible right there too.
Yeah, it is.
But that schedule's a little tough, man. I was looking at it today. I was like, whoo.
Yeah, we'll see, man. All in all, though, I thought Tennessee looked good. For the most part, I thought Aguilar looked good, man. I really like. Yeah, he did, and that was kind of that's kind of what we were gonna say. That's kind of what we were saying about him. That he will do that, and it's starting to kind of show. So they got to clean that up. But what I do like,
I mean, I just don't know if you cleaned it up. Like, you knew what you were getting out of him, so you have to be okay with it.
It's true, but as long as he can,
as long as they win the game, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's only an issue if they lose.
There's also a lot of stuff that was missed and left out on there. I think there was some drops, there was some throws that weren't completed. I do think they have the best. I think they're going to probably have the number one receiver coming out, Brazel. I think he's probably going to be on the top of the draft boards, and I do like what Heupel's done as a play caller. The play calling has definitely evolved a lot from the wide splits, the Baylor veer and shoot. Like, he's getting into some more like NFL level concepts, and I think that's why Tennessee's been having more success. And for me, that's cool to see, like, the evolution of Heupel, because I would always tell you, I was like, bro, when they play good teams, like in the past, their offense would crumble. It'd be a shell of itself because you can't do that stuff against athletic teams. But it really does show how much Nico was holding them back. Maybe that was why they kind of kept it simple for him. And, I'm excited to see what they do. It's a good win for Tennessee because, like, Mississippi State isn't a slouch. You win that game on the road. Now, like, hey, like, maybe to the average fan, they're like, oh, they barely beat Mississippi State. But, like, you would know, Carlos, you're like, if that was Texas, you're like, that was a tough one. That was a good win for the team. Like, I think that was like those wins you need in a season if you're going to try to compete for a championship. Like, you need those tough, kind of gritty wins on the road against, like, good, like, teams, like, that's kind of when you know what you're made of, that championship makeup, and Tennessee's been in some dogfights the last two games, big games. So,
well, well, on the air, they got gashed by Georgia, but this game, they got gashed on the run game. That dude had like 100 and something yards on the floor.
Jeez.
That's not something that, you're used to seeing against Tennessee because they've always had a superior defense, and that just that obviously they lost a lot from last year, but that D-line, I mean, that's unacceptable. From like what we've seen in the past with him.
Yeah.
Like that, that's not something that you think you're going to see going into the season. So, yeah, I think they're in dogfights just because they got gashed from the air and they got gashed on the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, when you can run the rock, you're in control of the game.
You're in control. You can move the line of scrimmage. You can do all the things that it takes to really win and take care of business. But on to not the marquee matchup that me and Carlos decided to highlight over. We're
Which
gonna
was
go to
better?
Oregon. Yeah, we're gonna go to Oregon, Penn
Kinda
State.
depends what you're looking
Kinda.
for.
I mean, yeah, I would say the whole game was better. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't like a whole game was better, but
Yeah.
Oregon, Penn State, man. Listen, losing at home to QB with just 9 starts, terrible, terrible look. Drew Aller, let's talk about that guy. Stock fell off a cliff, fell off a shelf. I do kind of want to blame their OC. Like they make him do too much like quick game and RPO stuff. He is a QB that needs play action, long ass wind up and release and take shots. Because when they do that, he can make all those throws. Like he can make throws, but
That was the
when
reason
they
they
try
got
to
back in the game.
yeah, when they try to do this quick game stuff and like even just like because he's just a big ass dude, like you gotta just help him out a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna put all the blame on him. I do think the play calling has to get better. Penn State's running back duo was outshined by a true freshman from Oregon. The true freshman had more yards than both those guys. Man, that just shows kind of a testament of where the recruiting's been at Oregon. And then Oregon, they have the skill and the physicality now to hang with anyone in the country. We always knew they were going to have the skill, but like going on the road and doing what they did to Penn State. I mean, they went for it on 4th down 7 times with a QB that has not played a lot of football. And the last thing that we got to bring up, me and Carlos were always talking about it, man.
Broken clock.
James Franklin cannot get it done once again. Like we said, he just has to show us, and he cannot show us to this point. I think he's 3-26 or 3-29 or something.
3-21 versus
21?
AP top 10 teams. He's 2-19 versus Big Ten AP top 10 teams.
Bro, unacceptable. I know, like we were kind of arguing with, shout out the boy Steve. We're kind of arguing with him, like I'm like, listen, bro, like, yeah, they're gonna make the playoffs. They're probably gonna always be in the playoffs, but the only reason they're making it now is because it expanded.
Yeah.
And the only reason they won last year in the playoffs and made this run is because they played SMU at home, a team they're more talented than, a team that they're better than. And then they played Boise State, a group of 5 team. When they played Notre Dame, they lost. So it's not even like a conference thing. It's like even at a conference, when they play these other teams, they just lose, bro. I mean, I'm pretty sure they lost to Ole Miss in a bowl game a couple years ago when what's his name was there, the QB that went to the Panthers, Matt Corral or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Like I don't know, bro. I think they gotta kind of just know who they are, know what they are, but like, and if you're okay, you're gonna get a shot every year making the playoffs. Cool, but what if this really is like a because right now it's like, okay, Oregon goes into the Big Ten, they're dominating the conference now. They're immediately up there with Ohio State. But you obviously in the past, and Michigan's good, you lose to them. You obviously been losing Ohio State. Now you're losing to Oregon. I think they play Indiana this year. What if they lose to Indiana, bro? You know what I mean? Like, is it because James Franklin opens up his phone and sees that number 8 by Indiana? Is that why he freaks out? Is that what's gonna cause it? Because
it's weird because it's not like they get blown out,
No, they're always close.
They're always in the game, but they
close.
just can't win the game. So
they're
it's not
always
like,
close, man.
I wouldn't even say he's pissing down his leg because I feel like if he was pissing down his leg, the games wouldn't be competitive. Either they or he is just cursed. Oh, actually, they are cursed. We know
they
why.
are definitely cursed. We know
why. Let's go back about 10, 15 years ago. You'll find out why.
That actually is. They might be onto something right there. That might be the reason.
They are cursed.
But I mean, for Penn State, listen, poor UCLA. They're about to destroy them. They play UCLA next in the Rose Bowl at 2:30. Talk about a weird game, man. It ain't gonna be nobody there, and it's gonna be in a beautiful venue.
Imagine if UCLA won.
Boy, oh boy, that would be wild. They got Northwestern at home. Then they go to Iowa. They tough. That's a tough game. Then they go to Ohio State. Listen, we already kind of know what's going to happen. Then they play Indiana at home.
If they lose, never mind.
They got to go to Michigan State, who's salty. They ain't bad. Then they got Nebraska, who's decent at home. So their schedule isn't necessarily easy by any means. And however, as much shit as we give James Franklin, he can get it. He can correct the ship this season. If they beat Ohio State and Indiana, and they're both ranked really high when they play, okay. But the only reason they made it to the championship last year is because their schedule was easy. They lost to Ohio State, didn't play anyone else. Played Oregon in the title game, lost. So, it is what it is. And the only reason they had made a run is because the seeding was jacked up last year. It won't be like that this season. So, yeah, man, I don't know what else to say. He just can't get it done. It's literally like it's actually an issue. Like it's actually crazy when they play these teams. You just know what's gonna happen. It's actually wild.
Shout out Oregon, won me some money.
Hey, hey, man, we told you all about Oregon on chips and slips, man. Listen.
My player, my non-demon player props went crazy. My demons though, they didn't demon.
Man, but last but not least, Georgia. Kirby Smart has a Bama problem. He might have a Bama problem. Might be like James Franklin, but just not as extreme, but just with Alabama. Might be a Bama problem. Simply as that. I mean, massive. If
Bama loses another game or two, it's a Bama problem.
Yeah, and it's very possible. I mean,
they finna lose this weekend.
No.
Come on, bro.
That run's coming to an end.
Nah, bro.
But listen. I told you, bro. Like I like what I've been seeing. This man Ty Simpson is arguably the best quarterback right now. Up there with Mateer, up there with Childress in the SEC and in college. Up there with Dante Moore as well. Bro, I mean, he was dicing them up. He was carving them
up, especially in the first half. Sheesh.
Bro, he looked good, man.
He could do whatever he wanted to do.
And it's cool to see because, like, a lot of people weren't high on him, but it kind of shows you, like, now that they brought over Ryan Grubb as the OC, you can tell, like, this is the system DeBoer wanted to run. You got guys, Jeremy Bernard, he's cooking. Ryan Williams, I know he had a drop, but, like, he had a massive catch late in the fourth quarter. Got popped, got right back up, shows you where his mental's at. They threw a little big man screen to Caden Proctor. I was like, bro, that is disrespectful. He almost scored on that too. And they just brought the fight. I mean, they were just more physical than them. They were able to just move them off the ball. Their defense was flying around. They actually looked like Alabama. Like, offense looks like Kalen DeBoer offense. Like, the offense looks like Washington. Like, it literally looks like, oh, this is Penix, Duzne. Like, this is kind of like, that's how that looked. But the defense looked like an Alabama defense. Looks like dudes are flying around making plays. And, for Georgia, man, they really should have won the game, had opportunities. They could have kicked the field goal. They went for it on 4th and 2, didn't get it, drop a touchdown. It's not like they got smacked. It's not like they weren't in the game, but it's just tough for Kirby just because he keeps losing. And the fact that he lost at home, it's tough. DeBoer shows he's still that guy when it comes to coaching and scheming things up and whatnot. I mean, Georgia really had no answers for them defensively. They made adjustments, but I mean, I just wasn't.
No.
So
they look good. The whole, specifically the first half was a lot better than the second half. The second half was still really good, and they just kind of were able to do whatever they wanted on Georgia offensively and defensively. To be honest with you, they kept Gunner Stockton to a minimum, running and throwing the ball. They really couldn't get a run game going like that. The score was closer than what it should have been, but they had a I think the momentum shift for them, like the shifter was when they got that wide open touchdown, and then the coach was like, "Oh, that's on me." I'm like, "You're good, that's on me." That's kind of when Georgia started getting back in the game, but that's something that they needed. It was just a dominant game by Alabama. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah. No doubt, we'll see kind of where it takes us, how this looks for both teams. Both teams still have very, very tough schedules. It's not going to get easier, but it shakes up, some things in the SEC, in the race and everything like that. Last thing, we want to touch on as the AP poll usually comes out Sunday right after the games. But bottom to top, we're gonna go into it real quick, just kind of go over some things we saw and kind of just address the numbers. For the audio listeners, at number 25, we got Arizona State. Got Virginia at 24. They get in the AP poll for the first time in a while. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a while since they've been ranked. BYU at 23. Illinois only goes up one spot, but maybe because their loss was so bad to 22. Notre Dame jumps up one spot to 21.
Well, USC was 25. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Michigan goes down a spot to 20. Missouri goes up a spot during the bye week. They both go up during the bye week. Missouri goes up to 19. Florida State drops 10 spots. After that loss, they drop out the top 10. They're at number 18. They got to get right game this week against Miami, so there's a chance for them to get back right. Georgia Tech drops the spot to 1. I mean, it makes sense. They literally should have lost to Wake Forest, but they found a way somehow. Vanderbilt at number 16, they go up 2 spots. Pavia had a massive day. Tennessee 15 to stay where they're at. Iowa State stay where they're at 14. LSU at 13, you fall 9 spots. Georgia at 12 falls 7 spots. Tech goes to 11, goes up 1 spot. Alabama goes up 7 spots to 10. Texas goes up to number 9 at 1 spot. Indiana goes up to 8 up 3 spots. Penn State, listen, man, top 10, bro, I know the game was close and the loss was close, so I get it, but it's just kind of frustrating because they have nothing on their resume. They haven't beaten anyone, neither does the teams behind them, but I could see Alabama being at 7 just because they lost to a ranked team. They just beat Georgia on the road. They look a lot better since week 1. I don't know. That's what that is. But A&M at 3, or not at 3, at 6. A lot of people are upset that they're like, why is Oklahoma ahead of A&M? Listen, they went on the road to beat Notre Dame. I get it. Notre Dame, however, has 2 losses. We beat Michigan at home. They only have 1 loss. It's us. We beat Auburn by 1 point more than y'all did, and we scored more on them at home. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It makes sense. It makes sense. Oklahoma at number 5.
Yeah, it just looked better. It's not even like a.
Yeah, agreed.
And I'm not even hating. I was talking to the same guy at work, and I was like, bro, I think I hate A&M more than I hate Oklahoma. But we were like, he was like, yeah, me too. And he was like, I think it's just it's a respect thing. And A&M hasn't done anything.
That's always what it is.
And A&M hasn't done anything, and it's the way that they talk.
Yeah.
They talk like they've done everything. But as much as I hate them, I still give them. If they're good, they're good. I thought they were good last year. I think last year's team is better than this year's team, even though they ranked higher as of right now.
More complete.
Yes, but I thought they were good last year, and I think they're good this year. They have the opportunity to go to the playoffs, and I actually personally think they will. Their schedule is very favorable for them. They have a lot of games at home. It might come down to the game at the end, like it was last year with Texas, just because they do have a back half that's tough, but it's still favorable at home. I think they're overrated because they just showed that they can't really score like that. So if you have a good offense and a good defense, you're going to score on them and you're going to be able to hold them. That's what it is. We've seen UTSA do it. We saw, I think, Utah State do it. We've seen teams score on them. They're winning these games, but they should be winning them a lot more than what they should.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I just think there's something about A&M that just tells me that they're just, I don't know, they don't have a complete team. There's just something I'm just I don't know, man. Because I mean, even my boys from Houston, they were like, man, A&M finna win the SEC. I'm like, bro, no, they're not, bro. They're not finna do that.
They're not beating Alabama.
They also just never have.
They're not beating anybody inside the top 10, maybe Penn State.
So
Penn
Penn State,
out of the top 10.
They're similar. They gotta show us. They're the same shit. They always are good, and then they find themselves 8-4.
Yeah,
they gotta just show us. Until they actually do it, I'm not gonna just place these people. And yes, I look at it objectively. I'm sure you do, but even then, I still don't even think they're better than the teams ahead of them, which we'll You know, us at 5.
They're not even better than teams behind them.
100%. I agree. And then people, and the thing is, people are like, oh, OU at 5. Like they keep talking about Mateer, which woo, recovery coming along nicely. But listen, they're like, people are like, OU's at 5. That Mateer, bro, you don't rank teams off
but
of
also, yeah,
projection.
And also
you
the
gotta
thing
rank
too
it
is
off
like,
of what they did.
You have a bye and you play Kent State. Like, yeah, you're gonna win those games. And then also they have to realize, like, you have a bye, you have Kent State. We play Florida. We're favored to beat Florida. Should we beat Florida? Absolutely. We'll get more into that next episode. But TV ratings, people. We're about to
100%,
play.
bro. Was it the last? I don't think the last time. I don't know when's the last time we were both top 10 in the Red River, because even the year we won with Dylan Gabriel, we were like 12 and y'all were number 1. I'm pretty sure. Last top 10 Red River matchup.
It's been a while.
Where is the last? Oh, ranked. Last time Oklahoma and Texas were ranked in the top 10. All right, there we go. Let's see. 2008, bro.
That was with Sam Bradford.
Yeah.
That's when he hurt his shoulder. Brian Arakpo hurt his shoulder.
No, we won that. We won this one. Is this wrong?
Then?
I'm pretty sure we lost this game.
Isn't that when Brian Arakpo hurt his shoulder?
AI got that shit all wrong, but we definitely lost. Yeah, that was 48. No, that was the year after. This was the year y'all won with Colt, and then y'all lost to Tech, and then we blew out Tech, and then we went to the Natty.
Yeah, when we should have gone.
No, common opponent.
Head to head.
That's fine.
So common opponent is greater. So you're telling me common opponent is greater than head to head?
BCS.
What you're telling me?
It was BCS.
Is that what you're telling me?
Bro, we put 50 on
Yes or
Tech.
no? Is that what you're telling me?
Hey.
Yes or no? Common opponent is greater than head to head. Is that what you're telling me?
The computer clearly thought we were better.
Yes or no?
The computer,
yes
the
or
model,
no? It's a simple question.
It's a simple question. Like the model says.
It's a simple question. Yes or no?
They probably favored us on a neutral site.
I don't give a damn about the model.
That's why we got picked.
You can't favor on a neutral site because we beat y'all on a neutral site.
Yeah, that's you don't tell it to the model. They still favor these teams even when they lose.
I'm asking you. I'm not asking the model. I'm not asking the computer. I'm asking you.
Yeah, I mean, I would say
is common opponent. No, I'm saying is common opponent better than.
Oh yeah,
head to head.
Oh no, it's not. Head to head is better.
Okay,
but
okay, that's the end of the subject.
You gotta rank it. You gotta rank
it. Yeah, that's the end of the subject.
All right, listen.
All right,
we went. Bro, it is what it is. Y'all went the following year. It's fine.
Anyways, OU at 5.
Ole Miss at 4. You know, good for them. We'll see how good they really are, how long they stay there, but good for them. You know, Lane Kiffin has completely changed that program. He's really turning them into an actual contender. And it's actually interesting to say this because me and Carlos did not say this, you know, in the offseason. We thought they were going to kind of regress with
the season isn't over yet, buddy. 10 wins incoming.
It's not. And LSU might not be the team that we think they are.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of just have to see what this looks like. But then you got Miami at 3. They drop a spot. Listen, their D line is nuts. Their offensive line is nuts. That full Ruben Bain put hashtag y'all next laughing emojis. I was like, oh, they talking spicy.
Boy's ready to go,
but hey, you better be careful because Florida State coming off a loss like that, they might come with it, bro. They might come with it. So, and I know Carlos would like that because he's been kind of hating on Miami this year. He said they're not as good as they
just
people think they are.
Yet.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I want to see them be tested. You know, a lot. Florida State is already, you know, they lost a game and they played Bama, so they're going to come in ready to go.
Nothing to lose.
And Florida State's going to be at home. It's going to be rocking, bro. It's going to be the first time in a while that both of these teams are both ranked.
You already know who's throwing a pick, man. You already know who's throwing a pick. It's happening. That might be two.
That's an early bet for y'all, man. Y'all want to go ahead and lock that in right now, but the value's good. Go ahead.
This is already a goblin. It was a goblin last week. That boy's throwing a pick for sure. -400.
Oh my gosh. But Oregon at 2, rightfully deserved. I could see them, having a debate for them being number 1 this week. They got 16 number 1 votes. Ohio State got 46, but Ohio State's still at number 1. Right where they're at. Kind of just staying where they're at. But that's where the polls are at. I don't think this week we have as many ranked / upset worthy matchups. But then again, you never know. It's college football.
But there were good games.
You say that, and but there's good games. So I don't know how much shakeup's going to happen this week in the poll, but the next week, when me and Carl are in the Cotton Bowl, might have to even take some. We might even take some mics and a camera, man. Do a little a pod in the backyard after the game, man. Might have to just, what I'm saying, just chop it up, just to kind of do something, maybe one of us is sad, and maybe one of us is lit, happy. We'll kind of have to see. Maybe one of us, I'll just be like, man, they just beat us when we're not healthy,
That's just not true.
That's just what it is. I mean, the last time Texas beat us when we were healthy was when we had Baker.
Bro, that quarterback
That's
is more.
A fact.
No, that quarterback is more capable of
now.
Keeping you on. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Yeah. Now, yes, I agree. I mean, I think we'll see how he looks this week against Kent State, but.
I mean, obviously, if you don't look good against Kent State, you gotta be worried a little bit.
Yeah, and that fool goes, that fool looks crazy nice. I'm gonna be like, sure.
Nah, it's Kent State, bro. Relax.
Nah, shit. I don't know,
it's
man.
Kent State, relax.
He finna run somebody over like Arch did in flex. Bro, you know what I'm saying? He finna be like,
completely different. That guy's still. Bro, imagine getting beat 55-3, and he posts that picture like you did something.
Hey, I respect it, bro. Listen.
Bro, he didn't do nothing, and he's not getting drafted. He's about to go sell car insurance. Like, what are we doing, bro?
Listen, bro. What if that's, bro? He got a lick of Arch Manning, bro. He didn't get that printed and framed. Put that on his wall.
His career.
Yeah,
it's finna be in his car insurance office.
He gonna be talking to people. Yeah, man. I played Arch back in college. Yeah. He actually, you remember when he stood over that? That was me.
That was me.
Because I was in his ear. I was talking crazy. Yeah. Yeah, man, that'll do it for another episode.
Are we giving our top 12 or no?
Oh, yeah. So what I want to do with that, actually, real quick, is I'm not going to do mine.
I changed mine.
What did you change it to? Go ahead and just read it off.
You're not going to do yours, though.
Yeah, just read yours off. Because the reason I'm not going to get mine off is because I just think it's better if we just collaborate on it every week and just vote together.
Well, number 1, Ohio State. Really want to put Oregon there. I really, 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 really do. But I got Oregon at number 2. It's just Ohio State is just. It's just Ohio State, man. I'm gonna tell you. Ohio State number 1, Oregon number 2, OU at number 3, Miami at number 4. Ole Miss at number 5. A&M at number 6. Indiana at number 7. Texas Tech at number 8. Texas at 9. Bama at 10. This is what I changed. Georgia at 11. Memphis at 12. Kicking Penn State out of there.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all.
Penn State just got, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can we keep putting them in the top 10? They can't even be the top 10.
Simple. Yes. With that being said, I think we're going to have some more things for you guys. I think me and Carlos might maybe start doing like our short list Heisman. We obviously do the ballers of the week. So you
Trinidad
can catch
Chambliss, it's easy.
Is Moneyline material until it's not. Dante Moore.
Trinidad
See,
Chambliss.
you get what can't even say
his name, I was watching this game.
But nah, for me, it's John Mateer, Trinidad or Ty
come
Simpson.
On. Nah. Trinidad,
Dante
come on.
Moore, then Trinidad. Now Trinidad's like it's a tie for.
It's
really a tie right now for 1. He's not going to win, but
if he keeps winning, if he beats y'all and he keeps winning, he's for sure winning. What?
No, he's not. Mateer has the best schedule to win. Like he plays everybody, and he plays these guys. He plays. He
and I
plays Ty
literally said
Simpson.
if he continues to be the starting quarterback and he wins out, he is winning the Heisman. He's a backup quarterback
that's not gonna
coming
happen.
into a team.
If it does, more power to him. I just don't see that happening. The teams don't got none of that film, man. They finna have to go watch that D2, man. They got to get right. They got to get right. You know, Kirby Smart he gonna lay the blueprint out, and it's gonna be raps.
And until he run over 400 on him, come on.
No, yeah,
come on, man. Hey, he was watching Todd Simpson. He watching Todd Simpson.
I mean, listen.
And he was like, wait, he's doing that?
They could have easily lost LSU, and LSU's offense is, I don't know. So
you said what?
To see. LSU's offense is, I don't know. So
yeah, but he still don't put up 400 yards.
Yeah, that's fine.
Against a defense that we think is great.
We think. I don't know.
I mean, they can't do much. I mean, the offense is scoring no points. They're doing their job. 24 is not a lot of points.
No, they don't. I know, but they don't got 12 deep like us, man. On the D line, man, we just rotate bodies, man. We're just gonna whoop ass, man. Belt BTA. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see, man. We got some big games coming up. Got Kent State. You know, I'll give my little gist on that and my little detail because I got the sources, so I'll make sure.
There's nothing to say. What do you mean?
I keep you about the other stuff, man. I'll keep you guys nice and informed. What other stuff? Oh, man, hey, listen, man. Hey, bet odds rushing yards right now. I'm just say that.
I've been having them in my season long, and it ain't panning out.
He might get he might get
a third of what I need.
A third of it this week.
We'll see.
You know what I'm saying? Apparently he got his mental right. So
my boy had that Gollins.
Yeah, he had to get right, man.
It's illegal in Oklahoma, so yeah.
He had to realize he's him, man. Let me just stop bullshitting and get right. I can take this team to the next level. So
boys on that Gollins, man. Smoking that Kush. Legal over there.
But yeah, with that being said, man, it's your boy Cam. Hope you guys enjoy this episode. It's always fun to do with Carlos. Always fun to give you guys the morning after and give you guys our thoughts on the weekend and how everything happens. And man, we already getting the week 6.
Say it, man. You ain't gotta say it.
Damn, bro.
Just let it be.
Season flying by. So yeah, with that being said, it's your boy Cam.
It's your boy Los. As always.
We'll catch you next time.
Welcome.
Boomer.